A Biden-era regulation aimed at tackling the climate crisis is being targeted by the Trump administration. Earlier today, the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, announced plans that would eliminate limits on greenhouse gas emissions for power plants.
We are finding opportunities to pursue common sense, pragmatic solutions that will help reduce the cost of living, that will help create jobs, that will make it easier to survive in the United States, and to help usher in a golden age, a golden era of American prosperity.
That reversal comes less than a year after stringent carbon pollution standards for power plants were finalized. Joining us now, NBC News meteorologist Chase Cain. So, Chase, this change, you could say, has long been foreshadowed, but break down what we heard from the EPA administrator, Lee Zeldin, today. What exactly is the EPA wanting to do here?
First thing, Clay, when he talks about cost of living, I mean, federal data shows that the most expensive sources of energy are fossil fuels, coal, oil, and gas. The cheapest sources of energy are wind, onshore wind, and solar. So this is really about a cost of living issue. We would be leaning toward those clean energy sources. But really what this is about is repealing Obama and Biden era rules, which limit the amount of carbon dioxide and methane produced from these power plants. Those are things you probably don't want to be breathing. And those are also things which are making the planet hotter.
So to the impact on the planet, Chase, talk about the kind of consequences we could see for climate change, both in the U.S. and globally.
I mean, the EPA's own data shows that power plants produce about a fourth of all of the emissions, all the pollution in the United States. There was a separate report from NYU that showed if you combined all of the power plants in the U.S. and made them their own country, power plants in the U.S. would be the world's sixth largest emitter of these greenhouse gases that are making the planet hotter. So this is really not good for climate change, and should also just point out that the science behind this that shows how things like carbon dioxide makes the atmosphere hotter, we've known about that for almost 200 years. It is really basic science, Zinkley. This is not something that's actually complex or actually disputed in the scientific community.
So to the point of the science, to the point of the many pieces of legislation that have been passed over time, like the Clean Air Act, the UN Sustainable Development Goals, could we see some of these proposed changes be challenged at all?
Yeah, there are already a couple of groups like Earth Justice and the National Resources Defense Council that say that they've been working on lawsuits to file right now. This is just a proposal for a rule because there's an open comment period. But once that's finalized, you can expect that there will be lawsuits which challenge this in court. We also just heard from former EPA Administrator Gina McCarthy, and she said in part that this is absolutely illogical and indefensible. It's a purely political play that goes against decades of science and policy review by giving a green light to more pollution. His legacy, she means Lee Zeldin, will be forever someone who does the bidding of the fossil fuel industry at the expense of our health. That is from former EPA Administrator Gina McCarthy. And yeah, Zinkley, the bottom line here is that this is about the air that we all breathe. Do you want pollution in it or do you not?
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.